Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about who in bourbon is the very best at his or her job. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Susie Cousins, Luke Otero, and Kathy Cool.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, so we're going to be talking about individuals, and we're going to be sharing some people that we think are the absolute best that they do. Now, that being said, there could be multiple people, because I could say, I think this is the best master distiller in the world, and you could say, I think this is the best master distiller, and then there's more than one. But what you're not allowed to do is say, I think this is the best master distiller, and then Susie says something, and then Kathy says something, and I said, hey, here's what I think is the best. You can't have more than one yourself. So if you're saying this person's the best in this job, you have to lock that in. I don't think we'll talk about master distillers, because I don't want to compare master distillers. I think there's a lot of great ones out there, but I threw that out there as an example. And if someone wants to say that, we haven't set any parameters. You guys are going to be sharing what you think is the best at their job. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, McNew said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Okay, so I saw this posted somewhere, and it's such a bonkers question that it made me curious about other people's opinions.
Okay.
So say you have been, hypothetically, you've been gifted an elephant, a whole living elephant.
All right.
You can't give it away. Fun. You can't give it away, and you can't sell it. It is yours. You're responsible for it. What are you doing?
Sounds like I'm keeping an elephant in my backyard. Like, is there any other option?
Yeah, what exactly can we do here? There's very minimal options. Can we see if the St. Louis that's a nice place at least. I don't know what else I could do with it. It's not like I can go release it.
I don't know, like if you can board it, like board a horse. Like my cousins have horses and they board them. They don't.
Yeah, but horses is a combination.
I don't know.
You board an elephant.
Well, Stephanie, the way you framed it, we have no choice. So it's ours. And so here's what I would do. I would put a gate that people could come look, and I would charge them and make a little money.
I was thinking petting zoo, right? Like,
I've got an idea.
I don't want to.
Elephant eats a lot, so you need a lot of feed or whatever they eat. So.
And I don't think Mr. Turd Burglar's coming to pick that poop up.
He's retired anyway. I'm thinking of
I may be able to work with that. So my idea, if I had an elephant, and hopefully this never happens where I have to keep the elephant, but if I do, I put him to work, because Jim was reading a story. The second most expensive coffee in the world is one of those coffees that an elephant eats and then poops out, and then they use the poop coffee. And maybe I could put my elephant to work. There are several roasteries around here. Maybe I could get him a job at one of those where he's just eating coffee beans and pooping them out and making money, and maybe that's how I can afford to then keep.
And then someone wants that poop.
Right, yeah.
And I bet if he was in your backyard, you'd have like some really green grass. I think it's a win-win. Like,
yes, sure.
Trampled green grass.
Totally.
Well, McNew, you asked this crazy question. What would you do with an elephant?
I think so. My backyard's already fenced in for the dogs. I think I'm just gonna raise it like it's one of the dogs.
Oh yeah, that fence will hold an elephant back too.
I don't think that they're aggressive. I think he'll just probably stand there most of the time.
But isn't elephant rage a thing though?
Yeah, they can Yeah.
They can get angry.
Yeah.
What's he going to be mad about?
No, it's a good
No
point.
bananas. Maybe they like bananas, you know?
Oh, I can buy bananas.
Well, maybe you forget one day, and then he's pissed off. You ever have a bad day? I've had bad days. And I just, even though I'm angry, I just wake up and I'm angry. Well, the elephant, he's angry, knocks on the fence, goes out for a
I
stroll.
don't like bananas. It gives me gas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Keeps making me bananas, and I love blackberries. I don't know.
Apparently, McNew, your elephant has Steve's old man anger.
Exactly.
But it's convenient because there's a pond behind my house. He can just stick his trunk in there and have water all the time.
Can he see the pond from the outside the fence? And
Yeah,
so
I
he's going to
really
knock the
wanna go
fence
play
down and go
in
to the
it.
pond.
But he's
gonna,
so
yeah, he's
tall.
going to go on and jump in the pond. So he's going to knock
He's
the
so
fence
tall,
down.
he can see over the fence. He'll know there's a pond there.
Well, then he'll be mad.
He'll want a door so he
He's
can go
not going to
play
be
in the
happy about
pond.
that.
I'll make a gate that he can go in and out of. He'll be
Okay.
fine.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe.
I think she's got it all figured out.
I don't know.
I don't know
They're
what
very
else you
smart.
And then if the HOA asks, I'll be like, that's not a real elephant. It's a tree.
It's a
It's a
dog.
mastiff.
It's a
Playhouse
dog with a big
plastic.
nose. Yeah.
Clearly plastic. Don't worry about it.
It's a bounce house.
It's a bounce house.
Yeah.
Not a real elephant in my yard. Mind your business.
Right. It's a dirigible. That
Yeah.
means I'd use it though. All right. Guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start this time with Susie Cusey. Susie, what do you got?
I have some elephant juice that I recently acquired, also known as Early Times Bottle and Bond, and it is a screw top. So
Okay. No cork pop there. All right, fair enough. All right, let's go with Kathy Cool. Kathy Cool,
Okay.
what do you got?
I'm going to pull out my Russell's Reserve Bourbon, 10 years.
Oh, jeez. That's ridiculous.
And it's not a new bottle. I don't know what's going on.
Ridiculous. That's a new. Look at that. There. What is there? A neck pour out of there? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. What you just took out of there was
I am
more
not-
than it was.
I'm not hiding the show. I'm not pulling
You're
out.
hiding. You're totally
hiding.
hiding the show. Yeah.
I'm not hiding the show.
Yeah. All right.
Jeez.
McNew, what do you got?
I have the Jack Daniels Sinatra Select.
Okay. Basie. Not as good as Kathy's, though. I got Ronazalco rum here. So I got rum. It's rum. All right. It is barrel aged. It counts on this show.
Mm.
Oh.
Whoa. That was good.
There's a little squeak, but that was really strong.
You think, Susie, who has the lead? Kathy or I? We'll let you make the call.
I think yours was closer to your microphone.
Well, that's not the question. Yeah, then that's on her for not putting it closer to the microphone. So I will try this again. Susie, who had the louder cork pop?
You did.
Oh, I have the lead. However, that came about. It just came about. That's on Kathy. All right. We still got Luke to go. We got Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Luke.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't expect much. This is a barrel pick, Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit, and it's pretty damn good. But I don't think I'm gonna get much. Nope. Squeaky.
That was some cute squeaks, though. Sounded like a little chipmunk was at Luke's house. Yeah.
You should get a chipmunk to play with your elephant.
Yeah, it's a
There you
toy.
go. Cheers to me on the big win. Let's be honest here. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about who we think is doing the best job in bourbon at their job. Well, who's doing the best? We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Freddie Mills, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about who is the very best at what they do in bourbon.
Yes, we are. So the parameters are, there's no categories or anything like that. We're not pitting people against one another. We're just allowing you to say who you think is best at their job and tell us what that job is if we don't know it. So anybody want to go?
So I guess I misunderstood because I just thought we would talk about like people we admire in bourbon. And I picked some women that are really doing fantastic things in the world of bourbon, like Jackie Z and Jane Bowie, Lisa Wicker.
Are they the best at their jobs? That's the key, is who do we think is the best at their job? And they could be.
I think Jackie Zykan is the best at her job.
I think she is too. When you're talking about the palate, I think Jackie Zykan is the best palate in bourbon. So that would be something I would say.
Well, is her category palate or is her category blending?
Yeah, blending. I don't know anybody who's doing a better job at blending than Jackie, and that goes in with the palate. So I'm comfortable with that.
What about Freddie No?
Freddie No, I was going to say I put him up in blending.
Yeah. He's a good blender. He's a good blender. Do we think? I don't know. Is Jackie the best, or is it Freddie?
That's like a devil's advocate question because they're doing very different things. But I think that they kind of have the same job.
There's so many good blenders.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to force us to vote?
All right, here's what I'm going to say. This will show you how to do this really correctly. Freddie Johnson is the world's best tour guide.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is anybody going to dispute that?
No.
No.
He's the best. He's the best.
Then Dr. Pat Heiss. He's the best creator of
yeast.
Yeah.
And then my other one was Andrew Webrink. R&D on
nobody knows more about the barrels than him, right?
Yeah. So
that's good.
I'm playing with your rules, Steve.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You brought it. You just didn't provide a random list like some people.
Yeah,
and he wasn't provided with the rules prior to taping.
Yeah. Okay, I want to go back to the palate category.
Okay, best palate.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know because I want to put.
I think if Kathy throws out there and says, "I
want to put Marianne Eves in a cat." Like I don't know. I'm thinking like what she does is like really creative and new and different. So what do you call that? Like best innovator?
Well, this is your person. You have to tell us. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it can be tough.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna say then best innovator.
Best innovator. All right.
Yeah.
And you know what? We can't say you're wrong because
That's right.
It's your
That's
opinion.
I don't have anybody to throw in that category, so we're gonna let you have
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's innovative. Yeah.
What do I wait?
Susie stayed within the parameters of the
She
game.
played by the rules. Unlike one person, Susie played by the rules at least. So just didn't have us a list of things. Here's a list of people.
I wrote down a list too, but
Okay.
All
right.
I was gonna say Stephen Fonte, best brand ambassador. And the only other argument is Bernie Lubbers, but I think he's
tough.
Bernie. I don't think of him as he is a brand
Oh,
ambassador.
he is.
Come
Doesn't
on.
fall in that category.
Splitting hairs here, yeah.
So
Yeah. I think Bernie's the best. I think Fonte is, his role has evolved where he's more like the single barrel coordinator. Maybe you could say he's the best single barrel coordinator. I don't know.
Okay. And then
Maybe.
Bernie can be the best brand
And
ambassador.
Bernie can have the best brand ambassador.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Again, if you say that you think he's the best, then it has to be because it is your.
I think that Steve Akeley is the best single barrel shop owner.
Oh, thank you. I
Get
agree.
me back in?
Jim. We're
Am I
Jim.
back in?
You're back
You're
in.
back
for
in.
sure. Yeah, you're back in.
Well, I'm not going to vote for Jim when you're sitting right here.
That's good. I appreciate that.
He's the best co-owner.
Yeah. We'll let Jim be the best co-owner.
He's the best co-owner. Okay. Yeah. I get to be the best owner. That's nice.
There you go.
Other people who are best at what they do. Who's best at what they do?
I need more categories.
Well, you have to come up with the category.
I know. I'm sitting
Sell
here.
us. Sell us, Susie. Best patriarch of the bourbon industry, Jimmy Russell. I mean, he's kind of because of who he is. I think that's a good title to give him, and I mean, he means a lot to the industry, and he's the bridge between old bourbon and new bourbon, and he's been there for all.
You had Fred No in a room and said, "Sorry, Fred, we're voting Jimmy."
I think he'd have to say
He would
yes.
be like,
I agree.
You said I would too.
Yeah. Fred No, maybe best storyteller in bourbon. There's nobody who spins a better yarn than Fred No. You get him up there in front of an audience telling a story.
Yeah.
I can't. If it's like, okay, we're doing presentations and we got storytellers and Fred knows one of them, I think everyone goes to his session. I mean, clearly that guy, he can tell a story. He's hilarious.
Can we do best celebrity bourbon person?
Okay. What's the best?
Like, I mean, like a Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Steve, how do you feel about celebrity bourbon?
I don't like celebrity bourbons because
but there
I
can still be a best of the ones you don't like.
Right. The best of the best of the worst.
Well, then it was, it's going to be Brothers Bond.
I think it's Brothers Bond. I think that's the best. And because they're actively McConaughey, he's no longer with Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
So even if you say he's one, he can't be the best if he's not even involved.
Right. Best former.
Okay. Well, now you've created a category where I can't say yes. He's the best. He's the best. He's the best former celebrity brand guy. Yeah.
Well, if you're going to go that way, then I could say Mila Kunis is the best female ambassador.
And she was great. She was wonderful.
Yeah, and I don't.
And I think she genuinely liked bourbon. Like, she came on legit, knew what she was talking about. You didn't see that a lot in that time period. So appreciate Mila.
I guess she's not involved because I just haven't seen anything with her. But then again, I never heard that she's not.
There was a story behind that.
Was there?
I think so.
Well, do you know it, or you're just?
I don't remember it, but I think there was a story behind that. Okay. I think she got canceled out of it.
Oh, she did? She got canceled? Like she said something that people didn't like or something?
You know what? Give me a few minutes to Google. You guys carry on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we like to be accurate.
I hadn't heard that.
We don't want to be like some of these articles that are not
accurate.
So we know we're talking about.
Yeah.
Other people who are at the best at what they do. So
you pick a lot of barrels. Is there a distillery that has the best single barrel program?
Okay. Yes, this is good. Best single barrel program. It might be. I mean, one of the best single barrel picks that I ever did was at Dancing Goat Distillery in Cambridge, Wisconsin. Those guys got it down. I mean, it's really good. They have not only do you get to do the barrel picks, and they've got a great facility which is different than any place I've ever been to, and they take you on a tour that includes they got a great rick house, and then they've got this vault where they have all this vintage whiskey. I'm not talking about their stuff. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of bottles of all kinds of cool old stuff. And they're like, do you want to try a 64-year-old Armagnac? Oh, yeah, sure. In fact, I do. I was hoping someone would ask.
I was hoping that's what I could hear.
Yes. So,
no to that.
I mean, that to me was a highlight. And it's kind of a surprise because they're craft. They're not one of the big guys or anything like that. Right. And they're out of Wisconsin. We think everything great has to only happen in Kentucky sometimes. No, I think they're one of the best. So that's a good question, McNew. And that's how I would answer. I had the most fun on that pick. Yeah.
All right. Kathy's back.
Kathy's back. Let's see what she's got.
There was some drama.
Okay.
Between Mila Kunis and Mike Pence.
Okay.
What's Mike Pence?
Former Mike. He's an Indiana guy. So
she was donating to Planned Parenthood in his name. On a regular basis. Okay. And it led to a Jim Beam boycott.
Okay.
Oh.
So
did they let her go though? Did they just ignore it and ride the storm out? Because I never heard she's gone. But I haven't seen her do anything either.
So
she may or may not still be with them. We don't know.
I don't think she is anymore.
Okay.
And the funny thing is the article that I found, whether it's poorly written or not, doesn't really say why she's not around. But it's nice to see in the comments that a lot of people like Jim Beam even more now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So did she say hey, my payments for being the brand ambassador, that's what I was donating? Was that the issue?
No, she just continually donated to Planned Parenthood in his name. And it got in the news, and some of the Jim Beam fans had words.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. I think we could read between the lines.
Controversy.
Sure.
I knew there was something behind it.
More money on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love her. I think she's awesome.
Yeah, she seems great.
That's why I
love her anyway. So my hatred for Mike Pence goes even deeper. So it's amazing.
Yeah. She was featured on any Beam tour you took when I went there in the rec house. You were walking right by the Mila Kunis barrel and stuff. So that would be a real indicator. Is she still involved with the company or not? If that barrel is still there. I haven't taken a Beam tour here recently. So if it is, people can let us know. And if it's not, they can let us know about that too. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We want to know.
Yes. Yeah.
I have one more category.
Okay.
Best bourbon podcast host.
Okay. Who's that?
Oh, I'm just putting the category
Jeremy
out
Schell.
there.
Jeremy Schell is the best. Oh gosh, his ego is going to be. My God, I might not be able to podcast with him. His head will be too big to get on the screen. Okay. Yeah, if you say that, that's fine. Good. It's good. Yeah. Any other ones? Any other?
I mean, I would put McNew out there. Just
McNew.
Oh, thank you.
Look, she's got a major award right behind her.
yeah, right. Look at the wall.
1,000 shows.
Oh, right there.
Who else has 1,000 shows except me and Steve Akeley?
Yeah, and I didn't get an award for it, so yeah.
I mean, you can buy your. Do you want me to send you an award? Do you want me to get you one made? I'll get you one.
So no, McNew definitely deserves it too. McNew, it's unbelievable the amount of work that McNew's done. Yeah, she's been proficient with the ABV network, which is great.
A lot of different
How
projects.
fast the years have passed, Steve? Because it's 2023 now. I came in late 2017, and I'm like, has it really been this many years?
Yeah.
You've been up for damn near 6 years now.
I've never had a
6 years
commitment this long.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you had this job versus others? How long till we become?
It is my longest job ever.
This is your longest. Okay, this is your longest
relationship ever.
Okay.
Also that.
And
yes.
I'm also her longest relationship because we've worked together now for 6 years. So yeah, there you go.
This is true.
I'm a constant in
because
McNew's.
it's long distance.
Yeah, that's true. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So
yeah, that is
McNew
true.
and I No, that being said, McNew and I get along great. Famously, like Becca's got mad at me before. One time she didn't talk to me for like 2 months. So I've never had that with McNew. So which, by the way, I get along great with Becca now.
Mad at Steve, like never been mad at Steve, but.
Well, that's good. Good stuff. All right. Well, on that note, we'll wrap this one up. So there's some people we think are the best in the job. There's others out there. Anytime you try to put together a list like this, you're forgetting someone, and we know that. We did the best we could, and we had some fun with it, trying to get categories to get our favorite people in, and I think we did a decent job for sure. So we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. And Kathy, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me doing my best on Instagram at KK Cask Strength.
All right, Luke.
Yeah, you can find us on Santa Fe Boutique Wines on Instagram and Luke Otero on LinkedIn.
All right, Susie.
I am on Instagram. It sounds like bourbon.
McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. The important website, though, is abvnetwork.com. Please check that out. Everything that we do is out there. We've got so many shows you should check out. Maybe you're doing a road trip or something like that. You need to download a bunch of shows. We've got them. We've got over 3,000 of them out there for you. So check us out at abvnetwork.com. And please come by and see us at the ABV Barrel Shop. We are picking barrels. Our goal is over 100 this year so far. As we record this in kind of getting to be late January, we're sitting at 0, but we've got a lot picked and a lot coming in, and we don't control when they come in, and they'll probably all hit the same week because we've got about 30 or something like that we've picked, that'll again all show up next week. So we'll see. But so please come by, and also just sign up for email distribution at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the Hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with the national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.